Good morning. I'm all right, thank you. How are you? How's the shoulder? Ah, okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Hmm. Things are okay. So I'm getting better at um, trying to control my inner voice. Um, okay, so we were playing that um, Jenga game last night, and one of the questions was about that. About do you have an inner voice, and what does it say? Okay, so my reply was that yes, I have an inner voice, and my inner voice has kept me safe for uh, most of my life. It has kept me from doing stupid things, or things that I knew I shouldn't do from what I've seen around me. But it has also kept me from um, doing anything adventurous. It has kept me small, uh, sheltered, and unable to risk. So I've always, gone to the road that was expected. So I stopped dreaming a long time ago. Like I would say ever since I was a child, I stopped dreaming. I remember I used to dream, but I don't dream anymore, and I think that is a result of that inner voice. Well, not only the inner voice, is the environment around me at that time, what I was told to be, what I was told to do, how I was told to behave, what was expected of me. All of that um, became part of my inner voice, telling me, no, you cannot do this. No, you cannot have that. And I've gone most of my life how do I say that? I've gone most of my life as being the poster child for, I've told you that, the poster child for the perfect, child. The one that is not heard, the one that listens to the adults, the one who doesn't interrupt an adult, the one who's always polite. And along the way, I lost the ability to be an individual, to be myself, to say, no, that is not what I want, and no, that is not where I want to go. No, that is not what I want to eat. No, that is not what I want to see. So there are two major things in my life that I think I chose. I think everything else happened to me. The first, and I think the most important thing, because it affected everything else, was Matthew. It was my choice, my heart, my love. At some point, you don't have a choice over your heart. Your heart tells you where it wants you to go, but before him, I didn't listen to my heart telling me to go, because it was contrary to the inner voice. Now, that is a question for you. Can your heart and your inner voice be diametrically opposed? Okay. So, yeah, that is one of the decisions that went against my inner voice, because my inner voice is always telling me no. It's not a cheerleader leading me on, or telling me you can do this or that. I know I should change the narrative to, for my inner voice to be my cheerleader. But as you know, that is not an easy thing for me. And Matthew got me to the second choice. Because of him, I was able to say, Alex is the person I was reared to be. Diana is who I am. And he helped me get to Diana. He told me that it was all right for me to be Diana. He gave me the courage, without even knowing it, because he didn't know that. Well, he suspected, but he didn't know for sure. His strength fed mine and gave me the courage to, transition. And I mean, to this day, I should say for the rest of my life, I will always be grateful for that. Because he told me, stop living for everybody else. It is time for you to live for yourself. It is time for you to just embrace who you are and just go with it. And that still is huge for me, because I have to say, most of my life I've lived for other people. I have tried to be what they expected me to be, and I was miserable. And the thing is that I left that environment that, told me that this is what I was supposed to be, who put me in the box and told me, you cannot go outside that box. That is where you belong. That is where we will accept you. That is where we will love you. But I left the box, but the box didn't leave me. I don't know if that makes a chance. Because I carried it with me. And in my inner voice, it kept telling me, no, that is not what you should be. That is not what you're supposed to be. That is not what you were created to be. And to this day, it's still a battle. It is still a battle for me to say, this journey was meant to happen. I don't know what exactly I'm supposed to be contributing to whoever created me, what the experiment is, but clearly, I was meant to go through this entire thing, because I'm happier now than I was, let's say, 20, 25, 30 years ago. Because if Alex was who I was meant to be, then Alex would have probably died at 13. Because Alex took a bunch of sleeping pills at 13. So Diana is the one that is blossoming. Diana is the one that is growing, changing, evolving. And that never would have happened if that day, well, actually, I didn't make a decision that day. It didn't work. The suicide attempt failed. So it didn't work. And after that, it still took me years to get to Diana. That was, I mean, okay, so I had secrets on top of secrets. So there were a lot of stuff I couldn't, articulate. I couldn't let slip. I couldn't say. I couldn't even allow anyone to suspect. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people suspected, but I don't think I had the courage to just be. That is why I hid from everybody. I didn't participate in any gatherings, in any dinners, in any, anything. I couldn't be around that environment. So I guess I just chose to, or subconsciously, I took myself out of the situation. I mean, it's just, God, I wish I was close to my family. I wish this version, this person, this truth had been part of my experience growing up, because I would have probably, no, most assuredly be more authentic with them and been able to be myself. I wish I had had that courage to, well, is it courage, or is it that, I mean, I wasn't allowed? Yes, a lot of barriers that I would have had to push against, a lot of cultural norms that I would have had to, face. And I don't think I don't think I would have been able to do that. I mean, that's why I carried them with me, the norms, the restrictions, the boundaries. They're part of my experience, but I'm trying to not let them be part of who I am. So it's not easy for me to just be, to just let myself react to whatever situation that I'm in, because I'm always thinking I need to be careful of my responses, of wherever I want to be. I need to be that version that was always taught to be, careful, mindful, to be what the other person expects me to be. So I'm trying to have an honest and authentic reaction to the situation that I'm in, and not have a delayed reaction that goes through the filter of the experiences that I had in the past. So that was an interesting question that it had me going for a loop the entire evening last night. So I'm yeah. I mean, it is something that I've thought about constantly. I mean, trying to find a way to make the experiences be meaningful without letting them be my present, or part, be me, or restrict me, or something like that. And it's a battle. Yeah. So yeah, that was my thing.